Welcome back to Sports Central. Neal Duncan alongside Hank Longo. And Hank, this first segment brought to us by the Ledger, and good to have you back on the show.
Good to be back on the show. It's going to be a fun show today. Got some great guests, and we'll make it very entertaining for all of you that are watching Sports Central today. So,
well, being the fine-tuned athletes that you and I are.
Thank you very much.
And by you and I mean me. Just kidding, Hank. Get you warmed up already.
I know you're getting me warmed up.
We've got a great event coming to Polk County, the Tough Mudder event, and we have Ben Story here, the event general manager for the event coming to Polk County. And Ben, we appreciate you coming on Sports Central.
Thanks for having me. Kind of looks like you just got done playing in the World Series.
For the Red Sox, right?
I
wish.
We have beard envy. Is that what it is? But Tough Mudder, tell us about Tough Mudder. What is the event? How did it get started? And let's talk about the event here in Polk County.
Absolutely. Well, Tough Mudder is a 10 to 12 mile hardcore obstacle course mud run. It's meant to test one's overall strength, stamina, teamwork, and camaraderie. We're excited to be here in Polk County, Central Florida region. We've got a great event planned for this weekend, so we should have a lot of people coming out to have a great time.
Now you're having the event out at River Ranch.
Correct.
So you're out in the wilderness, which is a great atmosphere for an event like this. And how do the people compete in this with all the obstacles? And you say you're running in the mud and the camaraderie. Fill us in on
Absolutely.
Fun stuff.
So we are at Westgate River Ranch, which is a very sort of sprawling open landscape for us, which is great because we need a lot of space to put on these events. This course will be right at about 12 miles long. As we're in Florida, so as you know, it's quite flat. So we make up for the challenge by adding a little bit of distance. And then throughout that 12 miles, we will put, I think on this course, we've got over 20 different features. So some staple obstacles like Arctic enema or Everest or electroshock therapy, which anyone who's familiar with our event would see or has either experienced.
Therapy.
Yeah, so
that'll encourage you to go to this event.
It'll zap you, and it's. So we have a number.
People are paying to get zapped, right?
They are indeed. They're paying for much more than getting zapped, but the zapped is.
You think your hair
Can I pay for someone to go do it?
Is
you
the
think
ultimate,
your hair is curly now?
Yeah, that is the ultimate obstacle. But really, we have a selection of obstacles that are meant to test people in different ways. Right. So some of them are all pure strength. So we've got some monkey bar type upper body strength obstacles. The event overall is 12 miles long, which is quite long for anyone who's testing their stamina. Right. We also have some phobia-based obstacles. So if you're afraid of heights, we have a walk the plank obstacle, which is a 12-foot drop into water. We've got a fire obstacle, so you have to jump through a live wall of fire. The event is designed to test people in different ways, and so while some people might find the strength piece is easy or the stamina piece is easy, we encourage people to come out with friends, family, even meet people right on site, and to do it as a team and help each other. And whether that's physically helping each other over something like an Everest, which is quite hard for many people to do by themselves, or that's emotionally helping people overcome some sort of fear. It's meant to be an event that really allows people to help each other out, build a team, and overcome these challenges and get stronger. And then at the end, it'll be very hard, but everyone should be finishing with a smile, and then there's always a nice beer at the finish line waiting for you.
You got to throw in. I will go through fire. I will climb mountains.
For a beer.
I will crawl monkey works to get to that cold beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very, very
That's where Mark Jackson is
motivational.
right now. He's training for this event.
Yeah.
But talk to us about how the course changes, because obviously being at River Ranch is different than a venue somewhere else in the country.
Absolutely.
Tell us how that changes the dynamic.
Yeah, so we have events all over this country, including the world, and so we try to really find unique pieces of property that we can leverage sort of the natural features. Now, that's going to look very different in different states, and so we have sort of some very mountainous courses, and when we're in mountain ranges, and here we've got a very flat course. Now, what we try to do is evaluate what does the property give us. If it's going to be quite flat, we'll add some mileage to the overall event. We'll maybe add a few extra features or obstacles to the list because the hills aren't quite there to really burn out someone's legs. And then we always, we'll have our staple obstacles that you'll see at most of our events, and those are the ones that our participants have come to know and love. They're the ones that you see all over our website. So we'll always have a kiss of mud, which gets everyone on the ground nice and muddy right off the bat. Arctic enema, the ice bath has become a fearful favorite.
Ice bath,
absolutely.
Okay.
So, which I guess in Florida might actually be a refreshing bath.
Right.
That really depends on what the weather is doing. But we also have some brand new obstacles specifically at this event in Central Florida. We've got, like I said, we have a variation of a fire obstacle that has been only seen once before. We also have a brand new obstacle. It's unnamed. It's just called the mystery obstacle right now because we've never done it before. So we'll be testing it out and engaging our participants'
Can you
reactions.
tell us what it is, or we're going to leave it a mystery?
I can
leave
say
it a
I
mystery.
can say it's a new combination of a tight crawl space and a lot of water. And that's about all I can say. But hopefully our participants enjoy it, and we get the feedback in our post-event survey, and we'll excited to bring new obstacles, and hopefully this one scores well.
Now, how many people are going to sign up for this event?
We've got expected over the weekend nearly 12,000 participants and over and over 3,000 spectators. So across the 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, we have over 15,000 people expected to join us.
I would think that number would be flipped. 3,000 people competing, 12,000 wanting
Yeah,
to watch these people go through it, but it's the other way around.
It is. We are, I mean, the event is designed to be done in groups, which is great. And, people, once you get someone who signs up, they start telling their friends about it.
Is there a team challenge involved, or you just go as a group?
You just go as a group. We
drag your friend through the fire.
Absolutely. We're not a race, we're a challenge, so we're not timed. There's no official winner. So
just finishing.
It's just finishing and overcoming all the obstacles is what the challenge is about.
Okay.
We've deprioritized sort of the race element because we think that sort of pulls people out of the group teamwork piece because everyone's trying to get that personal best time.
Yes.
Right.
And instead the event is all about building a team that you can have fun with, but you can test yourselves with. And so if even within one team, different individuals require help to overcome specific obstacles, and that's what makes the overall event fun. Is that you can go with people who you've been training with, and you kind of know your strengths and weaknesses, and it'll be a different person helping you, or that you'll be helping throughout the event. And at the end, you all finish together, get a great photo, enjoy a beer.
Well, I saw nationally the average is 78% of your entries actually end up completing the course.
Absolutely. So yeah, a lot of people have to it is a tough course. So not everyone's going to finish. Not everyone's going to do every obstacle. And so
that's okay.
But that's okay. I mean, there's
time maybe they get it
there's
done.
no quote unquote disqualification.
Right.
It is just a personal challenge. So people are encouraged to come back. And if there's an obstacle that they couldn't complete one time, we'd love for them to come back with a team and try and do it again. Like I said, many of the obstacles you'll see at all of our events, and there'll always be a few new ones peppered in. So it should be a unique experience every time.
You've got 13,000 or 12,000 people competing. How do they can't all take off at once? Do you do it in segments, or
Absolutely.
do they start in different parts of the course, or is there a starting point, a finishing point? You just have to go out in waves of
Absolutely.
people?
We call it, we do it in waves. So we have an official start line and a finish line, and a well-marked course to make sure everyone knows where to go. And we'll do it, it's a wave-based thing. So everyone who registers gets information about when they're supposed to start. We do lump all the teams together, so there should be no confusion around, feeling like people are split up. And we have people starting as early as 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and we'll be running waves past noon. It's a daytime event, so try and keep all the waves to the morning and give everyone plenty of time in the afternoon to finish in the daylight. But that's how we get that many people processing through the event at one time.
Well, of course, we're live right now on PGTV, and this event is November 2nd and 3rd. But before we go, we're running out of time here. You guys give back with this event. Talk to us about the charity, and talk to us how you actually arrange that for your participants to give back to these charities.
Absolutely. So Wounded Warrior Project is our official charity in the United States. To date, our participants have raised over $6.5 million for this charity as well. The Tough Mudder event is a part of Wounded Warriors Project's programming, so we often have a presence from the nonprofit as well as members who are in their program. So they will use our event as part of their sort of rebuilding process and bringing people back who have been wounded, build teams around them. And it's one of the greatest parts about the event is watching people who, whether it's just a normal participant or whether it's someone who's doing it through the Wounded Warrior Project. We've got people who have double amputees or sitting in a wheelchair, but they've got a team around them. They're doing these obstacles just like anyone else, and if anything, it's far more impressive that they're doing it than anyone else. And so it's quite an impressive feat to have them out here. We're happy to have them, and we're happy that our participants are raising so much money for this charity.
Fantastic. Well, Ben, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about this. Another great, terrific event happening here in Polk County. We wish you good luck, and hopefully we can keep it coming year after year here in Polk County.
Thanks for having me on.
All right. Speaking of other